Alright, I realize I'm hilariously late to the party, but Tenora Prime, remember that weapon? Yeah, it kinda slaps. So let's have a look at it. Here we are in the simulacra with Equinox Prime and Tenora Prime. We're gonna go up against some Corrupted Heavy Gunners as per usual, so let's do it. Alright. So Tenora Prime right from the start, because of the way I've built this weapon, as per usual, it's not gonna do a whole lot of damage. Because of the way that I've built the weapon, it basically needs to ramp up like old weapons. But, you know, with just one kill, we are now going like crazy. So yeah, once you ramp up the mods that I have set on this weapon, we can kind of just go ham. So let's get 2 Tenora Primes up here. Which is of course a very risky thing to do. But yeah, once we get into this. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a huge fan of the alternate fire of Tenora Prime. I don't like that it's a separate thing, but it does do a lot of damage when you ramp up the weapon, of course. But personally, I think I'm going to stick to the auto fire mode of the Tenora Prime. So let's have a look at the build that I am using on the Tenora Prime, and this is the build that I am using on the Tenora Prime. It's hopefully a very straightforward build. Basically, we're going for a crit stat hybrid by using 60/60s and also heat 60/60s. That way we get a whopping 86.4% status chance, which of course will then also be further increased by the use of galvanized aptitude by increasing that status chance, and also because we're using galvanized aptitude, i.e. condition overload, the amount of status procs that we're able to throw on enemies also massively increases the amount of damage that we're doing with galvanized aptitude. On top of that, we're using galvanized chamber because of course we are. It's a very straightforward stock standard mod. We're using galvanized scope as well for that crit chance, because that way we could really ramp up our damage, and because we're going for headshots a lot, we're also going to be using primary deadhead as our arcane. And on top of that, I'm going to be using vital sets because that extra critical damage is going to help with that extra critical chance, as well as we're going to be using vile acceleration because increased fire rate is always a good choice if you don't want that negative damage for whatever reason, because honestly that negative damage is not that big of a deal. But if you really feel like that negative damage is going to be a deal breaker, you could of course go for speed chamber instead, or speed clip or something like that. What is it called again? Speed trigger, that's right. You can always go for speed trigger instead. In terms of the Excellence mods though, I do have space for an Excellence mod, but it is right now sitting on an Excellence mod with a V polarity, and honestly I don't think any of the Excellence slots with a V polarity are particularly useful for a weapon like this. So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. It's a very, very powerful weapon. It's probably now the best, I guess, maybe, I don't know, auto rifle in the game, the best quote-unquote machine gun in the game. Back in the old days, Tenora basically outpaced and basically outperformed the Soma Prime, and Soma Prime used to be, I think, one of the greatest auto triggering weapons in the game, fast-firing weapons in the game. If the Tenora regular outperforms that, I would assume the Tenora Prime outperforming the regular Tenora would probably be one of the best auto weapons in the game, thereabouts. But, you know, let me know in the comments what you reckon about that. Perhaps you prefer something like the Super Vandal or some other weapon like that. Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Warframe content. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!